What's happening, everybody? PureSalvation here. Today I've got a domination gameplay on Firing Range, and let me just say this right now. Firing Range and Nuketown are my two most hated maps in this entire game. I don't even know how I was able to do rather well in this map. This was before I just started to despise it. I've gotten over 10 losses on Firing Range because my teammates are retarded, and I was the one who's going for the objective. And I've got like 5 to 7 losses on Nuketown. Because again, my teammates are retarded and they don't know how to kill the people, they don't know how to fire or pull the trigger, and don't even know how to go for the objective all at the same time. So, with that said, I think I have a pretty good reason why Firing Range is my most hated map along with Nuketown. And also Jungle's in there as well, but we can save that for another gameplay. I'm not going to rant too hard. This is actually all about domination tactics that I think do do work rather well in Firing Range. So you see this building that I'm standing right here. This not only gives you a good vantage point over B, it also gives you a good idea of where the enemies are at C. So, you know, if you do get into a domination on Firing Range, if you're just randomly put in there, try to hold off this area right here, because this spot right here is going to not only, like as you can see, it's not only going to help you pick off guys who are running through, but it's also going to let you get a good idea of where or how to defend C and B. However, the only problem with that spot is that there's a dead open windows, or there's full body windows on both sides of the tower, as you can see, that overlooks C and B. So to prevent yourself from being killed, I highly suggest you, or recommend that you guys stay away from that big window and move to the farther part, or oh my gosh, what is that? That back part of the tower where there's a window where you can crouch and get a chest high view over the wall, and you know, just make your body less of a target to shoot at. So that's what I highly suggest, because you know, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people, and look, that was a huge fail of a concussion grenade. But I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys go into that open view window and I just get an easy kill off of them. And let me show you right now. You see that right here, what you see me doing? That's what you shouldn't be doing, because that gives you your completely wide open target to across, or from across you, where you see the sandbags on the second floor. And so whoever's behind there has a good sand cover, or has good body coverage, because bullets apparently don't go through sand barrels or sandbags in this game, and so you're wide open while the other guy has a really great view over you, and right there I just get champed. Oh well, he takes me out of my position, but that's okay. I'm ready, more than willing to move back in there. And you guys might be wondering what my kill streak setups is, and lucky for me, that guy has a ballistic knife. But anyways, oh, and look at this. Oh man, I think more often than not, people fail to realize how vulnerable they are from back there. But but I guess, you know, you got to give them some props, because this spot right here is the most protective area on this tower if you're taking the second floor. But as I said, my kill streak setups are Mortar Team, Blackbird, and Dogs. Now, like I said in my other videos, the reason why I run Dogs is if I have a gunship, that means I'm taking myself out of the gameplay objective and going into like a corner of the map to call that in. And half the time those guys will be inside and I won't even be able to do much. So not only will the enemy be safe from my gunship, they will also be playing sort of like a 6v5 in a way, because me right here, I'm just flying around in my gunship and I'm pretty garbage with it as well, which is another reason why I don't use it. But the reason why it's a 6v5 is because I'm all the way in the corner using a gunship, flying around like a guy with no brain, and not really getting many kills with it. I mean, you guys might have a completely different opinion than I do. I just feel like Dogs is, well, like, though they don't do as much work as gunships do at times, Dogs are more effective. Now let me explain my reasoning behind that. Dogs not only are non-controllable kill streaks, you can just call them and they'll just hunt the enemy down. And the best part about Dogs is it's an excellent distraction. Not only does it take the enemy's mind off of the objective and killing people, they focus on trying not to die and hopefully trying to save their kill streaks by just camping in a corner and letting the dogs come to them. And unfortunately, that might not get you a lot of kills, but it'll save the objective and it'll save maybe a loss if you guys are down. And so that's something to really keep in mind, because what I like to do is when I call in my dogs, I like to, well, this is before I came across that strategy, but the new strategy that I've come across when rolling with dogs is use the dogs as a distraction when you're rushing. So, or it also actually gives you like an idea or a ticket or a get out of jail free card, whatever it is, but it just gives you the opportunity to go and rush the objective a lot harder than you need to, or than you would normally do. Because if you think of it this way, I think I said this in my past video, if I'm an enemy and I see a dog running after me along with a guy, I'm stuck in a pretty big predicament. Not only do I have to think and choose, I have to kill one before the other kills me. And more often than not, you're gonna die one way or another if you're the guy on the receiving end from the dogs and the enemy. So it's in those situations where if the guy takes too long to think about what he needs to do, he's gonna die. If the guy chooses one, he's gonna maybe kill the guy or kill the dog, but the other who remains alive is gonna kill him. And so not only are you getting yourself free kills, you're saving your dogs. And saving your dogs is going to in turn get you more kills in the longer run. So that's just something to keep in mind of, and that's why I like to run dogs. And of course, Blackbird, very self-explanatory why that's my favorite kill streak. I don't think I even need to explain why it's my favorite. And Mortar Team, I think actually recently I've changed my kill streaks to Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and dogs. And so I used to run Mortar Team because it's great for the objective. However, I realized that, you know, it does take a little bit for the mortars to come in, even though it is relatively fast. And during that time, if there's more like 2 or 3 guys on a flag, they can probably capture it in that allotted time that it takes the mortar team to get to the objective. And so that's just another reason why I've kind of changed up my kill streaks to Chopper Gunner. Not only that, Chopper Gunner also, okay, I guess it's the same thing that works with the gunship, but the reason why I like to run Chopper Gunner is not only do I get a chopper, I also get dogs, so that's huge. And yes, I do have a Blackbird. I think I forget that I had a Blackbird in my kill streak set up at around this time. And yeah, I get a nice little wall bang. And guys, for those of you who are having a really tough time on firing range because people like to camp up there at like in that spot where the guy, and I guess I do call him my Blackbird, but anyways, where the guy just died from the guy that I just killed, those walls are very, very thin. So even if you don't have hardened and I'm not even running hardened now that I think about it, I'm running Sleight of Hand. Those walls are very thin, so you can pretty much just spray through there and kill whoever's up there. And so that's why I feel a bit discouraged when I go into that area, because I know, and there I get my dogs, and I know that spot is a death zone, because even if you get up there and you think you're safe, you're really not, because anybody can just pull out any weapon and shoot through it because of such the thin walls, and that's not even correct English. and that's like the main reason why you don't see me going up there. And so that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. We really did some work on these guys, even though this is a map that I completely dread. But that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. But if you haven't already, please give me those likes. If I've entertained you guys and you think that you've started to learn something, or you feel good watching these videos, or you get some entertainment out of it, please give it a like, because you know that not only does it help me, it helps my channel grow, and you know I really take those likes very close to my heart, and so that'd be doing a great justice to this nation. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.